Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a beautiful weekend and are ready to step into this first full week of the month of August. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in, and if you're in Canada, you might be having the day off today. This is a long weekend here in Canada. But this is our usual Monday check-in and our inner compass forecast. So before we start pulling some cards, I like to just share with you the phases of the moon, or the phase of the moon that we're going to be affected by. So this week's lunar influence is coming to us from the full moon in the sign of Aquarius, which doesn't come until the end of the week. So it's on the 9th, on Saturday. So this gives us lots of time to just really find our best rhythm, our stepping forward into the full moon always illuminates, like it puts the full light. There's nothing can hide from review or viewing. Now, with this full moon, it's also known as the Sturgeon Moon. This is a time to really, really strip away anything that's not serving the most authentic, true aspect of you. This is about really encouraging us to walk and claim and be unapologetically, authentically who we truly are. So there may be pieces that come up, like do you do things in a certain way because of it's been a habit, or the group that you're in kind of follows these types of paradigms, and yet there's something within you that's kind of going, I have something different to say. Really allow yourself some time. We are living in some very, very powerful times, because right before this full moon arrives, we had on the day before, it's known as Lionsgate. That's the 8th of August, Lionsgate. This is, and there's so many potent, powerful energies swirling. Can you feel them? Do you feel a certain calling? And this is getting in touch with your inner compass, a calling to really realign, to do a wee bit of a reset, to really claim what your piece is. If you've watched these before, you know that I like to think of the the tapestry or the cosmic jigsaw that we are all a part of. And each one of us has something unique, and actually something that's critical to the wholeness of the collective. So there may be pieces that call for your attention, that start saying, the old way is over, and now I'm going to become more truly, authentically aligned and find your voice. That could actually start being a part here too, is really getting in touch with your, when I say find your voice, that's the thoughts that you think, the words that you use, the connections that you have, the conversations that you have. There's time now to start saying, I don't know about you, but I'm not so good at the superficial social chit chats, because to me there's much more wisdom and connection, and sometimes it's just to kind of say yes or no, or just be. So finding your verbiage, your way with these energies. Like I said, so the energies that we are coming, and it's going to keep building as we step forward into this week. It'll keep building, and so just really watch how you feel about yourself. If you know that, what's one of my favorite questions? How do I feel about myself here? How do I feel about myself when I'm doing these things, when I'm going this way, when I'm going that way, when I'm saying yes to this opportunity, when I'm saying no, I don't want to do that anymore? How do I feel about myself? That's actually one of the best ways to really calibrate and get in touch with your own inner guidance, your inner compass. Are you walking to the beat of your own drum? If anything I say in these sessions confuse you, trigger you, you need a wee bit more support or guidance, just put it in the comments below or message me directly. my intent, my mission, my calling with these sessions is to really help you deeply get in touch with the wisdom that you carry that's already there for you. This is about opening up and acknowledging the depths of who you truly are and actually allowing that to blossom and follow that. That's what's required from you. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Kind of, oh, I was saying to you that the power. So we've got the Lion's Gate, and then we've got that full moon, the Sturgeon Moon in the sign of Aquarius, as well as Mercury's going to be turning direct, and I believe that's like the day after. So that's a trifecta of massive energies. So I was saying to you about the speaking. Maybe it's time to actually start really calibrating to the truth of what you're here to say and share and communicate. So now we're going to go into the cards. The first deck I use is my Letting Go guidance system. So you know how I say that it's so important to get in touch with our inner compass and follow it and use it as the navigational tool to make our choices, to walk the path, to do the steps, to set the goals and the intentions and align with your calling. There's always going to be things that come up that served up until a point, and then it's time to let go. So that's how we start this, is as we navigate the energies of this week, what can we let go of in order to be more auspiciously aligned, more authentic? Oh, this is a good one. Need for control. So what can you do, and where does that come up? I know for myself, sometimes it'll be I'm not allowing something to just flow or just be as it's going to be, because I feel like, oh, I have to show up and I have to say things and I have to do things in the right order, and maybe that's not serving you anymore. So see where that comes up, and allow yourself to act upon that which is for you to act upon, but then surrender that which is not, because we can sometimes get into being a wee bit of control freaky, and that doesn't serve, because allowing things to just percolate out and to ripple out and to actually, sometimes that's actually something else I'm just realizing. Sometimes things have to fall apart in order for the right things or the most aligned things to fall together. However, if we have this really tight hold on, oh, I'm going to hold everything the way it is, maybe we're going to block those things falling away, falling apart, that don't serve the most auspicious version of us that's trying to come through. So follow that. And like I said, if that triggers you or you need some more tools or support on that, just let me know. But now moving on with cards, we're going to get one of the tarot cards. Let's see what tarot card comes up to support this. Oh, that's interesting too. I like it when the cards have a bit of a sense of humor. The card that's come up is the Four of Pentacles. So that's totally related to that need for control. The symbology of that Four of Pentacles is that I have to hold on to. I've got this certain amount of cash or money or resources or things, and there's maybe a sense of lack, or I have to hold on to what I've got because I don't know where the next one's going to come in. So flow, release, let that go. And like I say, so the other part with that one, it feels like there's a need to calibrate or up level or bring in a higher level of trust. We are always in the right place at the right time. Even if it feels like, oh my gosh, yes, but there's this going wrong and that's falling apart, and sometimes we just have to come to center, hand on your heart, take a deep breath and say, I can't see the solution, I can't see the next step, but I trust that I am in the right place at the right time, and when I surrender, it will become clear. I hope that makes sense. It is very much about trust, is that, progress is made with tiny, tiny baby steps, and sometimes they can feel like the most minute steps. And then before you know it, there's a quantum leap comes in. So it's about trust. Trust that, yep, you've got this. And maybe that's a mantra for you this week too. I've got this. So now I'm going to pull 3 of the Intuitive Whispers Oracle. Let's see what comes up. Gosh, this one's come up a lot. This magic of nothingness. That's so much about releasing the need for control. Magic of nothingness just really speaks to, can I just really get engrossed in the magnificent magicalness of where I'm at, of me, of you, of the sparkle of your soul. And then in the magic of nothingness, you could maybe move your body to move your emotions. Emotions, you know that question I just said about how do I feel about myself here? Well, maybe I'm not quite sure how I feel. So maybe I need to move a little bit more, get some fluid movement to actually allow that creative aspect or have that illumined. So as we get closer to that full moon energy at the end of this week, like I said, it's Saturday, maybe you need to bring more of that in to allow yourself to receive the answers, the guidance, the recognition that, yep, you are in the right place at the right time. And then maybe you can actually create and feel into a spacious mind and soul. So with that new moon energy, or sorry, not new moon, it's full moon, this is so much about really, really walking to the beat of your own drum. That can actually be further affected by you really allowing your own rhythm and doing things in the right order for you. So that's creating a wee bit of space for your mind, body, and soul. Checking in, filling your cup and checking in with yourself, doing the things in your rhythm, not the way somebody's told you or you've inherited. Or sometimes feel into this for a wee minute, because I know that for myself I can find myself doing this, is that doing something in a certain order because I've always done it this way. But does it serve? Do you really allow yourself to just lean into it and say, do I want to? Do I like it? Or is it time for change? Is it time to bring in something else or try on something else? So just feel into that also. That just feels like something else that we need to be aware of this week. So I'm just about ready to send you off into this beautiful, powerful week ahead. But before we finish this off, I'm just going to pull one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards. Because as you know, that's what we're doing. This inner compass part is, oh, and this is a nice one. This actually feels, you know, I said about the Four of Pentacles, is a reminder, I am abundant. See, if you really recognize how abundant you are, then there is no need for control or, oh my gosh, I have to do things this way, or get sort of really sticky or stuck. When we just flow with the magnificent abundance that we truly are at the core, things can change. And things actually then go in the best sacred way for us. Let me read this out to you before we wrap this up. Abundance is not a circumstance or a condition. Abundance is never temporary. It's permanent. It is my natural state of mind which underlies everything I experience in the world. This beautiful way to bring all of this to a close. I wish you a superb week ahead. The Lion's Gate, the full moon in Aquarius, and the Mercury going direct. Magnificent times. August was always going to be a very powerful month, and it's already started. I wish you a superb week. I'll be back again with you next week. Much love to you.